Welcome back. For anyone out there who does laundry, did you know that laundry powder was invented 135 years ago by a German merchant called Fritz Henkel? The household goods company named after its founder is one of Germany's oldest, largest and most renowned. For many years it has been operating also here in the GCC region, with innovative products being marketed on a regular basis. Here to talk to us about innovation in the consumer goods industry is Memosh Khawaja, General Manager at Henkel Arabia. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your concept of innovation. How important is it for your success here?
Innovation is absolutely important to Henkel globally. It's one of our core pillars. It's one of our core values in the company. And it is equally important for us in the GCC market, where we actually have to we have to combine our global R&D strengths and balance them with very strong local consumer research to understand the local Arab consumer and to match that with our R&D insights. And that's how we combine the two to turn into very relevant innovations and products in the local market. And that's been the core reason for our success in this market.
Only recently have you been named one of the top 5 most innovative companies in Saudi Arabia. Tell us about that award. Why did you make it to the top 5 list?
Yeah. Well, it basically flows from my first point that we have, in the last few years, have been able to turn out some very, very strong, locally innovative products in the market, which have been very well considered by this association that ranks and provides these awards, and we are very proud of that we have been recognized in that respect. We were basically recognized for our laundry products, which were specially designed for the Arab housewife and the Arab male.
What makes it different to Western persil, for instance?
Oh, it's completely different. We have basically designed a product which is geared for the abaya, which the local Arab woman wears out here, and a special detergent liquid which actually is very much suited to that kind of garment. So you can imagine how differentiated and how locally relevant it is, and it has been based on that we've been recognized by this association.
How tough is the competition that you are facing here in the region?
The competition is very well entrenched in the GCC. Most of our competitors have been in this market for 30 years or 50 years, and you'd be surprised to know that Henkel is only 12 years old in this market, and in a very short amount of time we are obviously trying to make our mark in this market. However, we believe in our innovation strategy, and we believe that we have some very exciting continuous process of innovation through which we keep churning out very relevant products, which will keep us sustaining and developing and making a much more stronger impact on the Arab consumer in this market.
In many markets, you're a market leader when it comes to household goods.
Yes.
Here also in the GCC region?
No, not yet. It's still early days.
But that's the aim, isn't it?
Yeah.
How large is the variety of household goods here in the region compared to maybe, let's say, in Europe or in the United States?
It's still at the infancy stage, I would say. A majority of our consumers in the Arab world are very, very traditional, and they've been using the same products that their mothers were using or their grandmothers were using. So if you go out to the supermarkets, by and large, you still find a lot of very, very similar products since decades. So innovation is coming in very, very slowly, and it's very slow to move forward. But there is definitely a shift happening, and we're very confident that in the years to come, the large amount of young population in the Arab world will be much more flexible, will be much more open to change, and they will bring about the change that most of us are looking for in this market as well.
How essential do you feel is recognition on the one hand and trust on the other side when we talk about branding?
Oh, it's absolutely important. Trust is absolutely inherent to the equity of the brand, and that brings loyalty as well. So those brands in the market who've been around for a very long time enjoy a very, very strong loyalty. However, we believe that if you have something very differentiated and very new to offer, then very quickly consumers can stick to you. So, I mean, not just our local example, but you can take global examples, how fast loyalties change from, if you take the example of mobile phones, there was a different market leader 5 years ago, and so today there's another market leader coming up. So it doesn't take very long, as long as you have something really strong that appeals to them, then things can happen, shifts can happen, and we believe in the same way.
When it comes to trends, what do you think we will see this year in the consumer goods industry?
Well, this year is, the way we see it, is a continuation of the last 2 years by and large, that there are still recessionary trends out there in the GCC market. There's a lot of pressure on the price front. It's not easy to increase your offerings to the consumer. But what is happening additionally this year is that the whole global food crisis and the commodity crisis is something that we have to be very careful with, and unfortunately that is going to impact a lot of consumer goods companies in the region as well, and that is going to put them under severe pressure. I believe a lot of companies will work towards driving higher efficiencies in their organizations. So you will continue to see an efficiency drive in this year as well. However, like I said, innovation, we come back to that. That can be a major difference, that if you have something innovative, then the consumers would be willing to pay for it, would be willing to shift to it, rather than focusing on simply cost cutting or price increases. I think it would be much more valuable to the whole industry as a whole if companies offered real value, additional value to the market rather than just simple efficiency drives.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Have a great week. Now it's time to take a look at the GCC markets, which ended mostly lower today. Coming up now, let's take a look at various currencies against the dirham, followed by the price of oil and precious metals. Well, that's it from the business desk. You can contact us, though, at news@city7tv.com. Up next, Laura Buckwell is back with the news.